Everybody, welcome back to C.I.A. Reptiles. So I'm going to quickly tell you guys why I think that the recent Thylacine photos that showed up on Forrest Galante's YouTube channel are fake. Okay, so there is a Twitter account. His name is Archisuchus, and he recently posted photos of his... This is basically a model of a Thylacine. Okay, and it's a really damn good one. And a lot of folks are comparing this model with the photos that just so happened to coincidentally drop literally the same day that he put his model out for viewing here on Twitter. So you can take a look at his Twitter account here if you want. He's got plenty of photos. I've actually downloaded the photos and I've compared them with the Forrest Galante photos just to see, because they look really, it almost looked like the Forrest Galante, the Thylacine in the Forrest Galante photos is in fact this model, this Archisuchus model. Okay, and there's a couple of photos here that are really close. So let's take a look at this one and this one. So this is the Archisuchus model here, and this is the Forrest Galante photograph of the Thylacine. So we're going to go ahead and compare those two together. That is pretty close. Okay, you can tell by the ears. This is more of a rounded ear here, kind of sort of pointed here, kind of sort of pointed there. The other thing too, and I'll try to zoom in a little bit more here so you can see what I'm talking about, that there is a distinctive little marking right here. This is more like the corner of the mouth. You'll see it on both of these images right here. Okay. So, and not only does the face look the same as far as the shape and the dimensions and everything, but the stripes actually match as well. There's some photos here. So let's compare. So it's these two photos right here that I'm going to compare. So you can tell, and really it has to do more with the stripes. Now, obviously, the facial features are very similar. But if you look at the stripes, like right around here and right around here, you can tell that the pattern is almost identical. So you've got a little bit of a stripe kind of going up a little bit right there. You have the exact same thing going on about right here. This stripe here on the top is very strikingly similar to this stripe right here. You have something going on right here. Same thing over here. Then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 stripes from there. Then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 stripes from there as well. So these match up. It's almost as if this is in fact a photo of this guy's model. All right, so let's take a look at these photos right here. Now, we've all seen this one. This is the Forrest Galante photo. These look very similar. Okay, now there's some differences here. Looks like the ears are more pointed here, but these ears on this is the model. These ears can actually be manipulated, okay, to make it look like they're pointing back a little bit. And the whole body can be manipulated as well. He can sit down. He could do all sorts of stuff with this. This, if you look at the way this body is sort of set up here, this doesn't look anatomically correct right here. So this just looks really weird. Okay, it's almost like they twisted the body to make it look like he's, you got one leg here, like he's twisting around. But I don't know. You look at these two, very similar. Eye color, just below the eyes is very similar. The nose, the mouth, very similar shape here. Obviously, different lighting. These are both at night. I think the comparison that really does it for me is this, though. I mean, if you look at, and this is when he was constructing the model here, and this is one of the Forrest Galante photos. This one is the one that really got me thinking that this was a fake, because And you look at the nose right here, and then you look at what we have going on over here as well. Very similar shape right there as you have over here. And there's really no nose here. I mean, it's missing. So there's something, when they ran this stuff through AI or whatever they did, something happened here. Okay. The other thing too is the eye shape is pretty much identical. I think the most damning part of this is this slope right here. It's also on this side. Thylacines don't have that. It's more of a angular. This is kind of straight down, and you can tell the teeth pretty much are identical. It's kind of hard because this is so grainy, but this looks pretty close. I'm almost positive that these photos that this guy, whatever his name was, on the Forrest Galante videos, who's claiming that he took these photos, actually took photos of this or used existing photos of this and manipulated them. Now the guy on Twitter, Arcasukas, is denying that he had any involvement in the Forrest Galante. So he's denying it, and he's saying that maybe his photos were manipulated somehow. If you look at this photo here, which I have as well, you can kind of see the similarities between this one and one of the Forrest Galante photos as well here. Okay, so there you go, right? Pretty close. I mean, if you tilted this one a little bit, you might end up with this one over here. Okay, so you look at the stripes, very similar. It's kind of hard to tell. You kind of almost have to squint. But you have a stripe here, corresponding stripe about right here. That could be this one. Then you've got this lighter color here, right? Look at the lighter color on here too. Obviously different lighting, but this is very similar. Now this is the model here, and this is the supposed actual thylacine sighting. There's another open mouth comparison. Here's the model over here, and here's a supposed actual thylacine. Very similar. That wide open mouth, very similar shape there, and you got this dark sort of lip right here, and you've got the same thing going on over here as well. Same eye shape. Even the ears, even though these ears aren't 100% finished yet, very, very close. Check this comparison out. Here's the model over here. Here's the very grainy, but you'll notice some similarities. Look at this right here. And then you got a little dark spot right there. Check that out. There it is. It's like some skin, right? And it kind of goes like that, and then there's that dark spot, and here's that dark spot right there. And then you've got something going on right here, it almost looks like this might have been an injury that he's trying to simulate. You've got a very dark area in the same spot. It doesn't look quite right. So definitely some similarities there.